Everyone's seen Crown Rack of Lamb. Today we're doing Crown St. Louis pork ribs. This is going to be so fun, and we're going to top them off with a bunch of tots and cheese. You got to stay with me and watch this video. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the membrane from these ribs. And stuff like this, just going to trim this off right here. And you can see right here I've got just a little, not much. Just to kind of trim that off. Now, we're a little thin down here, right? So I think what I'm going to do is cut that off about right there. What I do, cut into the bone? I think I did. There we go. Will that be okay? Let's go ahead and cut that bone out. Be more square. Now for my binder, a little Lee and Perrons. Doesn't take a lot. This cutting board is slippery on this stainless steel top. There we go. Now for my rub today, I'm using the Oak Ridge Dominator. Use your favorite barbecue rub, but use a sweet one for this. We're going to be cooking low and slow. Those sugars will get good and caramelized. And then we'll just turn over the other side and get it seasoned up. I'm pretty excited about this recipe today. Got our seasoning on there. Now, just going to put those, see how I've got it here? Just barely like that. And then I'm going to come in with a piece of butcher's twine. And there we go. Just going to cut this guy up. Get a little bit of overlap there, you can see. Maybe a ½ inch to an inch. Hopefully I can get this tied before it slips. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll work well. And then we'll just cut off this little bit of extra. Now I'm just going to come in here and season the edge. Turn her over. That edge there's already seasoned pretty good. Then we'll just touch up. If any of it came off, I think we're good to go. Get our crown of ribs on our grill pellet smoker and get this door shut. Hey, it's been an hour and a half. Let's check on these ribs. But I can't find my spritzing bottles. Well, I found the bottles. I can't find the sprayers. I bought recently 3 just for this. So I'm going to mop them instead. Like I say, ideally, the spritzing would be so much better. The good thing, I guess, is because they're tied up, it is easy to mop them. Want to be careful not to bust our string. One more down on the inside. And then what I'm going to do is get this lid shut. 1/4 cup of orange juice. Here I've got ½ cup. Have you used it? Sweet Baby Ray's Sweet Teriyaki. Then we've got ½ cup of honey. You know this is going to be good. And here I've got ½ teaspoon each of chipotle and turmeric. I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic and a teaspoon of grated ginger. Let's turn our burner on medium. Start getting all these flavors to blend in together. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It's been a total of 4 hours now. We're going to get our tater tots going. I sprayed this with some olive oil, that Pam stuff. And this is a bag of 32-ounce tater tots. You can see our ribs are looking good there. Try to get these tater tots fit on. Looks like they're going to fit like that. Right there. The ribs are going to fit there. I think we can get all this going. Then I've got some rum baked beans with chorizo going there on top. We want to coat the outside also. Everything is starting to come together. Look good. Let's just turn these guys to make them easier to glaze. Well, I tell you, it's all coming together. I got a feeling this is going to be awesome. Let me get this lid closed. And if you want to see the recipe for these rum baked beans, I have a card up there, whichever way it is, and a link in the description box. It's been 4.5 hours. Now I've got to turn this heat up for the tots. We don't need it for the ribs. 350. It's been about 30 minutes. I'm sprinkling a little Gouda and cheddar that I shredded up, and then I put some green onions on here. Now it's taking a little longer because that temperature was lower. We're about 5 hours total now. You can see our cheese is melted on our tots. They're nice and brown. Our crown ribs are ready. Let's plate this up. Let's get some of those tots down in there. All that cheesy goodness. I'm telling you, that they're all just melted in together. Just going to sprinkle a little bit more cheese up on there like so. And maybe even a little bit more like so. We've got some Hatch green chilies. You know how I like those Hatches on them. We're going to take the rest of that barbecue sauce glaze we had. That'll melt that cheese. And then just a few green onions there. More decoration. And then I've got those rum baked beans. And then a little green onion there as well. And to finalize this dish, got a little smoky hot sauce going across to everything. And then I'm going to come back in with just a little, this is that sour cream. Then we just want to cut our string off of here. Oh, I didn't cut all the way through it. And there you have it, crown of ribs. There's our rum baked beans. And there's our crown of ribs with those tater tots. Would you eat that? We're going to give it a taste, and we're going to see what it's like. Looks aren't everything, right? We got to see how it tastes. There we go. Let's get one there. There's our ribs. Woo-hoo-hoo. They're so hot. Look how juicy they are. Little sour cream dripped on there, but you can still see the juice in that rib. Smoke ring. Here we got our rib. Let's give it a try. And those tots. This is richness all around. Now our tots didn't get crispy due to that lower cook. They're a little bit soft. That's the one thing I would do different next time. But the flavors are out of the park. If you like this video, I've got 2 more rib videos right down below.